Today's episode of World of Warcraft, how to fix World of Warcraft, or how to make World of Warcraft not shit anymore. And again, the real
How to
solution.
fix it like a dog.
Yeah, we.
How to
Yes.
spay it. I'm looking to get World of Warcraft spayed.
Yes. Of course, we'll never top the very beginning suggestion, which is to shoot every World of Warcraft fan. That's the ultimate solution. But I guess short of that is actually what our videos are about. So
Fire the entire development team out of a cannon.
So this one might be a little trickier because this would also just break the game, but at the same time, who gives a fuck? It's healing and tanking are easier. Fuck PvP. And it is true that healing is like you're one person desperately trying to heal for several people. The tank and then the 3 DPS, a lot of the time all taking damage simultaneously. A lot of them taking damage when they shouldn't be. And because of that, there's no reason to induce that much stress. That is not fun.
It already is kind of annoying. It's just the concept of the heal tank DPS.
Yeah, it's a shitty dynamic.
Those roles,
but the thing is,
yeah, it's annoying.
A delusional liar will tell you they're having fun as they do that, as they are also miserable and sweaty and frustrated and angry.
The thing is this: I can accept that that's the only dynamic we have to play with, but don't punish me for serving an important role nobody else wants.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what healing and tanking both are.
Especially
no
tanking.
No one wants to do it.
Especially tanking. And they have tried to make it easier by giving you AoE heals for all the people taking damage and AoE tanking to be able to fucking hit all the other players who are fucking doing this and that shit. But still, it should be... First of all, if you're not playing Heroic, it should be foolproof. It should be almost impossible to wipe unless you are a person who cannot barely function in real life. But again, there are a lot of people who enjoy the people who are the least functional in real life and in World of Warcraft are the people who like the game the most, and they'll tell you they're the best.
They don't like the game. They don't actually like the game.
They don't like the game either.
They do.
Nobody likes the game, even if they say that they do. But yeah, that's a very generalized, straightforward thing. Is they just need to make it easier, just because it should be less punishing to the people who take the most responsibility. The assholes who take the least responsibility are the least punished, and then take the least of the blame. In fact, blame everyone else for when they fail. And that is your quintessential World of Warcraft player.
People who didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, the people who did stuff right get blamed. And again, there should be like some kind of quantification. There should be some kind of your quantitative, that says, here is this player, this DPS player, your damage dealing player who took too much damage. It should penalize them, ideally by shooting them in real life.
There should be some kind of quant, but without the letter A.
Yes. But yeah, so that's a very
so this
logical
was about
thing.
PvP balance.
Yeah, because you would break PvP balance, I guess. I don't know. Who cares?
But I had the idea of how to actually rebalance it so that wouldn't be, and make it really simple, easy.
Kill everyone who likes PvP in an MMO. Well, in World of Warcraft,
easy fix in Minecraft, in World of Warcraft. But no, the actual solution it's not really a solution, it's an idea that would maybe take a little bit of work.
I wish it was a suicide solution for World of Warcraft enjoyers.
a final solution. Maybe one of the last solutions.
Yeah, no more solutions after this one will be needed, I don't believe.
But no, the idea was basically just to reduce healing in PvP by a certain amount. By like a flat value for everyone. By like 25%, 50%, 75%. That way healers are still not only possible to use, but necessary. But they're not going to just completely throw the balance off.
Yeah, they won't make PvP invincible or some shit.
And then outside of PvP, you can make healing very powerful and easy so that people won't be chased off from doing it just because. It's like, oh, we're going to make it managed for PvP. I don't give a shit.
To be honest, I would say just make it a bigger clusterfuck. I mean, that's kind of what the other games do, is just make them such a clusterfuck that you can't fucking... that trying to do a strategy for winning in PvP is just kind of a goof. Which, you know, I think is fine. I don't know. I really don't care about PvP.
Yeah, no, I don't care, but at the same time, we actually did a lot of PvP. We used to do a whole lot.
Yeah.
You got to, I think we both got to Exalted with the Alterac Valley faction.
Frost Wolves. Here's the thing I like about Frost Wolves, though, was that was kind of, it was like a raid. It was a giant raid, but then it would be against other players. But there would be, like, NPCs and stuff, and, like shopkeepers and stuff you could interact with inside the thing. And I thought that was kind of cool, that it was like, it's almost its own form of town.
Well, this guy wants C3?
Oh, fuck.
Oh, C5. I didn't check.
I went with C4, I don't know. I have no idea.
Just letting this guy know, because we're considerate, friendly players. That's what it's like
to
play not World of Warcraft.
Not these
anything but World of Warcraft.
Shit. But anyways, yeah, PvP. Again, I play World of Warcraft for fucking cooperative play. That's the only reason why I ever got into it. So as far as people saying, well, what would you do about PvP? I don't care. And it's like, well, if you don't care about it, you shouldn't even have a suggestion. No, you shouldn't have any suggestion. Because you don't, because you're just you're just being emotional.
I'm going to make my suggestion, and you're going to listen.
Yes, you're going to sit there and shut up, and then afterwards go ahead and whine like the little girl that we all know you are. Go ahead, World of Warcraft enjoyer. You are a faggot, after all. Even other people who play other video games know that. It's practically a meme.
World of Warcraft
we almost have all
is
the
practically a meme.
World of Warcraft is a meme for faggots. Did we just fucking... Oh, wait,
oops, no. I just slapped down another thing. Hold on, yeah,
I mean, we'll be okay, because we have... Oh, wait, I need fucking one more reactor.
I need one more fucking reacty.
Where is some?
Okay, I got 10. Come here.
I got 10.
Okay, wait, it says you have 10 out of 10. This one guy only has 6.
Yeah, try not to power up the other
extra. Too late.
Shit.
Too late. There's already one going. That wasn't on me. But there's already one going.
One guy has 9. Why is he missing fucking... Okay, now he has 10. Okay, that was close. That was close.
Clothes.
And then we don't really get anything.
There's Spirit Prime.
It says I already have the blueprint. Anyways.
I already have the
This is so much more important than World of Warcraft, of course. Anyways, healing and tanking. Yeah, make healing and tanking easier. Fuck PvP. Should I go on to the next one, though?
Okay, here is a C5, actually.
Do I have a C5? Yeah, I have a C3.
Well, hold on. Were there any other suggestions that were written down for PvP, balancing PvP?
That was it.
Because I'm trying to think. I'm pretty sure there was something else. I don't remember. And yeah, I don't really care. I feel bad because I don't want to fucking destroy an entire game element, but at the same time, this should be primarily a cooperative game.
The people who enjoy PvP in World of Warcraft, people who enjoy World of Warcraft already cunts. They're already some of the world's biggest faggots. But the people who enjoy PvP in World of Warcraft are somehow even bigger faggots. It's really kind of amazing because it shouldn't even be possible. How is it even possible?
Theoretical physics hasn't even determined how it's possible.
How can this even be? Is such a thing even possible? No, it isn't.
We don't know how.
We can't even understand it. Anyway.
Cannot understand normal thinking.
Yeah, World of Warcraft fans can't understand normal thinking. They can't understand normal thinkers. Anyways, the next note says a system that tracks your performance in dungeons and directly rewards it, like tracking interrupts and damage negation.
This is the big one. This is the big one.
This is a big one, so maybe we should... Yeah, so maybe we should save this for a separate video, you want to?
Yeah, is there another thing
This one isn't even 10 minutes yet, but I don't care. The last one was long enough.
I don't care.
I don't care. We could get into that. We're only 10 minutes in, though. We could get into this if you want.
We can make this a separate video, or we can make this part of the same video with another topic.
Well,
it doesn't matter either way because we're too good.
Here's what I'll say. We'll fucking get into this, and when we're done, we're done. Yeah, a system that tracks your performance, such as tracking interrupts when you interrupt an enemy spell so they can't cast.
Well, specifically for dungeons, the simple fact is, especially having played lately, is that people just want to zip through the dungeons without really giving a shit.
And sleepwalking, AFK sleepwalking through the whole dungeon and not doing anything.
And so the result is that
not performing a utility. They don't perform any utility. They just sleepwalk through.
They're not even trying to play the game, and I understand they're probably there to grind for either experience or items.
They've done it several times already. It's boring. They don't want to do it anymore. They just want to get through it already. But if you gave them an incentive, is the point. If you gave them an incentive that was like, okay, if you do this, if you do a spell interrupt, it'll give you like a justice, one extra justice badge. Just as an incentive to be like,
maybe not even one extra justice badge, but it'll like points leading towards a fifth
or gold, extra gold.
I wouldn't even make it money. No, I'd make it directly for loot, unless you're going to give them the money to buy gold or loot.
Dicks.
It would have to be directly leading towards loot.
But anything, for the love of fuck, anything that rewards actual utility. Other things you mentioned, like spell interrupts is good, but damage negation and stuff for DPS. And there's all sorts of things. That
also, specifically directly rewarding tanks and healers. If you're a tank or a healer, they already tried to come up with something like this.
The call to arms thing, where it's like, if you're a tank or a healer, people need more tanks and healers. So if you queue, you get an extra bag of loot.
Should we bail on this? I'm pretty sure we don't lose our things. I'm pretty sure we keep our relics if we leave here.
Yeah, and that's actually nice in this game. But I could go another round with fucking some more chips and some tater salad.
I'm leaving. I'm going.
Okay, yeah. If they're leaving, I'll leave too. That's fine. And here's the thing: I could choose to stay on my own if I wanted, but I'm not going to.
See, and the game doesn't waste your relics, being like, "Oh, you spent your relics." Well, guess what? You don't get to fucking. You just lost that.
You piece of shit.
Why'd you do that? Why'd you make that mistake? And it's like, no, I didn't know what these guys were doing.
Yeah, sometimes
because this is actually
if it's foolproof
enough, around cooperative.
Yeah, if it's
as it should be.
If it's designed well enough, you don't even necessarily need to communicate. But anyways, actually, to be honest, this sums itself up. Just a reward of some kind of either a sub-currency for getting other gear upgrades or some kind of upgrade to your current gear or your artifact or fucking justice points or fucking nether shards or some shit that's universal, because I'm tired of having thousands and thousands and thousands of fucking of currencies and reputations. They need to sort of go back to unifying at least one of them for just dungeons. Just for dungeons, if you perform a utility.
Again, which I was getting into,
got a lot of XP for that.
Tanks and healers immediately get rewards.
Yeah.
You're a tank or a healer, you're getting, if you finish the run, or even if you just beat a boss, whatever, you're getting some points just for having been there.
Yeah. Anyways, we can actually wrap up on just a little more talk about this, but like
they did that before with
the call to arms of whatever the fuck it was, extra bag of loot if you're a tank or a healer, but that's not good enough. That really wasn't good enough.
No, it's still not good enough. It's definitely not good enough.
The thing is, that gave you extra money, and it really should. I think it should just straight up. But the thing is, if you're DPS though, and say you interrupt an enemy spell when you're doing a dungeon, it should just straight up be like, that will give you like an extra 10 gold at the end of the run. At the end, you have to complete the run. So you can't just leave and be like, "Ooh, this sucks." Then, you don't get any of those rewards. It's also a reward. It's a way to incentivize people staying in a run. But
you can give people rewards for just for beating bosses. But yeah, the biggest, most obvious rewards should be for completing the place.
Mm-hmm.
Like it would be almost a waste of your time if you don't. You gotta fucking stay in, complete everything to the last boss, and you want to make sure you're doing the things.
Yeah.
You're interrupting spells. You're fucking throwing around your self heals when you need to self heal or whatever the hell.
Yeah, and what you do that helps other players should be
And
directly
yeah, this will
rewarded.
we'll have to go into a deep dive to describe this. So I would. Is there another topic to go into?
No, but in a way, I don't think we. I think that kind of explains itself, though. Just the various utilities in the game that you can perform. Spell interrupts being one of the
Well,
most
no.
obvious ones.
This needs an explanation because the stupid ass WoW fag fucks won't get it. They'll be like, "Hey, so you just want people to do interrupts?" No, idiot.
Yeah, that you.
I'm trying
If
to explain
yeah,
all of the
yeah,
things.
everything, including that. That's just an example of all the things you can do that helps the other players in a dungeon run.
It
Um,
goes to show how dumb WoW fags are, and I
yeah,
haven't even heard one
and
of
we've
them
seen.
say any of this yet,
We're
and
saying
I
this.
know they're saying it.
No, yeah, we've seen them say it. We have talked to them and said stuff like this, and they're like, so you just want people to do more interrupts? It's like, no, we're talking big picture, a little too big
Did you
picture
even
for
know
your
you can do interrupts until I told you you could?
But the thing
You
is,
probably didn't.
we're a little too big picture for your genetically inferior minds. If you enjoy World of Warcraft, you are genetically inferior. The thing is, you can't
The
change your genes.
small brain.
You were born this way. There's nothing you're going to be able to do. So just sit there and shut up while the masters tell you exactly what you should be thinking. You should just be thinking what we think. You should be kneeling to your god. We're basically kind of like your gods right now. We're your gods, little boy. Just check this shit. Anyways, but yeah, that's here's the thing. That's all. I think that's all that needs to be. That again, that's an example. Fucking. I think if you uh like if you run in front of a fucking friendly to take a hit for them, which you can't do in the game, of course,
Or
because
say, well, here's the thing. Say, for example, an ad went on a healer or something, is about to hit it, and you stun them. That should be worth,
yes,
like, a point
yeah,
or
a stun,
something.
and not just a spell interrupt stun, but just if you stun an enemy who's hitting another
Or
player.
blind, or fucking
Yes,
whatever, or even
CC.
misdirect.
If you do
If you have
CC,
misdirect, maybe give more people more DPS misdirects.
yeah. Another thing, also, CC, by the way, means crowd control, and what it means is you, like, say you're gonna pull a group of enemies in a dungeon. The mage turns one of those enemies into a sheep so it can't attack, while you just attack the other ones. That's crowd control. That's what that means, and that
You know
should
what?
be rewarded.
Is that the end of the
That
is that the end of our list of stuff? Because I don't think we've even talked about how I would
that's not the end of the
give
whole
more
list.
people the okay,
The notepad.
is the ability to tank for all classes on there?
No,
Because that absolutely needs to be.
yeah, yeah, that's on there.
Good. That is something that I know is going to piss off a lot of
The
stupid WoW
Yeah,
fags,
exactly.
but is also something that
For no
I would
reason.
not be surprised
For no
if
reason.
they ended up adding.
For no reason. There's no reason for that. For
Negative amounts of
any
reasons, they'll add it,
any
and then they'll be like, "It's
real
about time."
no real human being would ever get mad at that, but World of Warcraft fans get mad at that. We have seen it in person. We've
They're
seen
not
it in
human
person.
beings. They're not even existing things. They're like nematode worms.
They're not even grabastic pieces of amphibian shit. They don't even rise to that level.
On
We
the
have
internet, nobody realizes you're a spider.
Yes, we have seen World of Warcraft fans become screamingly enraged just over us saying, you know, I would like it in World of Warcraft if I could tank as a shaman. They would start screaming, and they would never forget. For like months later, you have forgotten they existed, and they're like, "Aren't you the guy who said that shamans should be able to tank in World of Warcraft?" And it's like, I forgot I even said that, But yeah,
They'll
that was me. This
they'll
guy's
still
a
be
fuck. You're a fucking
they'll
retard.
still be
They're
punching their 6 year
yes,
old niece in the face
yeah. We
in
have again.
anger over that.
This isn't even us joking. We've seen people get that mad just completely over the stuff we're saying in these videos.
Over things that we've said before that they added to the game, and these people keep playing the game.
And this
They
is over
kept
15
playing.
years. This is over 15 years. This isn't something that happened last week. This is something that happened 10 years ago. It happened
These
7 years
people
ago. It
are
happened 6 years ago.
lower,
It happened
lower forms.
12 years ago.
These people are such utter scum.
They're lower forms of life. Can't even really call them sapient. Can't even say they rise to the level of NPC. Normie pig cattle. But anyways, yeah, the notepad
They can't even understand
normal
normal
thinking,
thinking.
yes. The notepad goes on for a bunch of other shit, so we're not even close
Okay,
to the
good.
end.
Yeah, good.
But
All right.
yeah,
Well, I still want to go over this one a bit more later, so keep this one in the list.
yeah, I guess so. But this kind of answers itself. Just all
Yeah.
the various utility that can be performed should have like an invisible counter, a fucking a performance tracker in
And this can be
dungeons.
done simply. This can be done easily,
Extremely
and
simply.
Blizzard has the resources to figure out how to do
People
it
do it for
as
free.
quickly, easily, and simply as possible.
The DKP
Yeah,
system, the
exactly.
DKP system was added with mods just for fucking raid leaders to track DKP. Just for like you beat a boss and it's like okay, everyone gets like 10
You beat a
DKP.
boss, you're playing as a certain
The
thing.
game
You did
itself,
this.
the game
You've been
itself should be
here for a
measuring
certain
that.
amount of time.
Yes.
You've been here for X amount of minutes or hours. That's a 1 point. We beat the boss. We attempted the boss. That's a point. We beat the boss. That's a point. Personally, I would the point system I would recommend would directly be rewarding utility and team play.
Yeah, like again, spell interrupts, doing a stun, doing crowd control on an
Being
enemy.
a tank, being a healer, healing people as a healer, tanking enemies as a tank, taunting things off, a friendly.
And to be
Like, even when
honest,
stuff goes wrong and you're not
I'm in
really to the best of your ability.
I'm fully in favor of it being cheesed too. I don't give a fuck because people
Yes.
are like, "Oh, what if somebody casts polymorph on an enemy while they're already in battle and they just get pulled out of it?" You say this, you get a point to. Yeah, yes. If you're stopping what you're doing to polymorph just
Well,
for a
here's
single
the
justice
actually
point, go ahead. Fuck, I don't care because it's
here's the
still a
problem
stun.
with
It
polymorph.
counts as a stun. I don't give a fuck.
Polymorph
You are a
actually makes the
whiny.
fucking
You
enemies
are
heal
a
themselves.
whiny faggot.
So
You
I
are a
would
whiny
fucking make it
faggot
so
if you
that it's
complain
for
about that.
fucking polymorph or CC if it's already in combat. But if it's like aggroed onto the healer, or if it's aggroed onto another DPS, it's so easy to just be like, okay, you CC'd or you stunned it while it was going after a random target. You get a point. There you go.
Or even
It'll
if
be
it's
a full justice point
even
for
if
all I care.
even if the tank is tanking it directly and the DPS is all focusing on it, and you throw hex, polymorph, sap, something like that onto
Well,
it,
again,
you should get a
polymorph
point
works.
anyways. I don't care. I
So
don't
that
give a
would
shit.
actually be griefing. I don't want people. I don't want to reward
Yeah,
griefing.
not polymorph. If what were we saying that polymorph heals the enemy?
It heals the fucking enemy that gets polymorph. Maybe just remove that from
Yeah,
polymorph.
just remove
I
that.
don't know if they did or not. For all I know, they already did. I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't
I don't
really play a mage all that much.
Mages
I
are
have a
for
mage alt.
mages are for Alliance main fucking dev faggots. Some of the biggest faggots in the entire game, even out of like the PvP playing faggots, the biggest faggots were the developers of World of Warcraft who had the class mains who would mostly or exclusively play Alliance, so there's no balancing for Horde. In fact, the Horde class developer for Shamans main played a gnome warlock or a gnome mage.
Man, that's lame. That is
Yes,
gay.
it's grown zone, mom. But yeah, so yeah, just take the healing thing off of polymorph if it's not already, and then yes, you get a point if they're fucking
Give
hitting
more
it, but you
people
polymorph it anyways
a
because it's still a stun.
misdirect.
Yeah,
Give more people a misdirect, and if they misdirect onto the... First off, maybe make it so they can't misdirect onto the healer. But if they misdirect onto the healer, 0 points.
Yeah.
You're not going to lose points. There's no way to lose points. But obviously, what you want to do is you want to monopolize how many points you can get by just, performing maximum utility to the best of your ability.
Yeah,
So,
or...
a little rhyme I made.
But yeah,
tanks, fucking do
basically
that.
tanks should get points just for tanking, and then healers should get points just for healing, and then
Yeah, but
DPS
then
will get
also,
points for fucking doing utility, not for doing DPS.
Points.
Yeah.
Tanks and healers will get more points as they tank and heal.
Yeah, give them
better.
obscene amounts of fucking rewards for tanking and
Yeah,
healing.
a
You'll see
bunch
people
of extra.
Yeah, you'll see people running for fucking doing tanks and that's easy. I don't know why World of Warcraft hasn't done that already.
And you're
aside from the
always
fact
going to
that they're
have
retarded.
other people who are going to be DPSing. There's always going to be other people who will.
Yeah.
But at least now maybe they won't have to wait 20 to 30 minutes for a run.
And
because that shit is it's just wrong.
Yeah. They're wrong. They're just wrong. People who play World of Warcraft are just wrong. Their lives, the way they live, the way they think, the way they eat and breathe is just wrong. So I'm not sure what other examples to even bring up. Just that you should get these giant. Now we haven't gone into what rewards you should get.
There's a few other utilities, but like not standing in void zone, like how much damage you take as DPS during the run, so you're not putting an extra burden on the tank or the healer.
It should give you a nice
give
little
everyone
bonus
a misdirect.
For that. Yeah.
Did I mention giving everyone a misdirect? Give everyone a misdirect.
I'm fine with not giving everyone a misdirect, at least the DPS, not giving them a misdirect.
Well, then at the very least, maybe make it so that they can drop aggro. There used to be more abilities for them.
Well, the way tanks can hold aggro is okay. I'm not really bothered by that too much anyway.
But at the same time, you want to be able to have these runs go smoothly on your 50th run because they're already doing that.
Here's my general point: is that the whole the reward system. We know the examples. There's plenty of examples of what utility people, and all of it should be considered. And if anyone thinks of anything new, it should be added in. But they're never going to do this in the game anyway. They should, but they're never going to do this in the game.
Well, they might eventually do it in the game.
A few years after this video, a few years after this video goes up on the internet, they might do it because they've been taking ideas from us for years, including the.
As much as I don't want to be working for them for free, we've definitely been giving them ideas that they've been using for a long time.
For many years,
time.
For longer than most people have been playing the game, I would say. But anyways,
yes. Yeah, definitely.
Here's the thing about the rewards is I think if it tied into a universal, like we mentioned in a previous video, a universal justice point system that you could then spend on...
Yeah, I don't know why they even got rid of justice points.
But if
they'd
you
have
could
to bring
spend
those
them
back
on permanent upgrades, but something that was balanced, so like say an epic at level 60 would be 100 justice points, but you would only get like 1 justice point per run or something. I don't know, or maybe 1,000 justice points.
I would make it more than that. I would make it more than that, but not that many points. I'd make it as few points as possible.
We're completely
but you're serving a utility.
We're completely freewheeling on what the rewards for what this is.
Yeah, I'm not sitting down and being like, I'm going to figure out the math for all this. I would do that if I was actually developing the game.
These are these are just loose ideas. So none of this is set in stone either. These are just us pontificating. These aren't saying this has to happen.
If there's one thing I definitely learned from having played WoW over the years is that even they, as developers, are constantly changing their minds after they implement an idea.
Just think
so
of
it's
glyphs.
Not like I have to set something in stone.
Just remember
I
glyphs.
never have to do that. No one has to do that.
Do you remember that one expansion where every single character in the game now had glyphs, and they made an entire profession based around it called inscription, and now inscription is still in the game, but it doesn't do anything anymore?
Yes. And that's the thing, is they fucking massively overcorrected. Glyphs were way too important.
Yeah.
And now they're worthless. And I'm just sitting here being like, why did you do that?
How come you did
Why?
that? And in a way, that's like the fucking combination of talents combined with the old talent tree combined with the new talent system. If you did both of them at the same time, it would be kind of like the glyph system with the talents. But again, it's sort of like, who gives a shit at this point anymore? The game's such a fucking train wreck. Anyways,
It's too bad that they won't take our
it's a
ideas
shame.
and fix the game. We could help them fix the game
Yeah,
if they
so
want it fixed.
again, as far as rewards, I don't know. That can be figured out later, and that's easy because it's easy to think of rewards, either gear or money, or reputation tokens would be a great thing to spend justice points on, or whatever it is you're getting out of this
Well,
this
yeah, make it
utility
very
counter.
broad. Make it something very, very broad.
I
It can
would
be
prefer
used.
it.
Fuck the Valor Point shit.
I
But
would
make it used for everything,
yeah, I would prefer it to be unified with like an overall currency, like
and also shared across all characters.
yeah,
Maybe across the
or
entire account.
yeah, account wide or something. But at least if it's like a currency that just rewards utility and something that will give you like, say, you can go to your utility,
Something
your
to
class
fix
trainer.
the current problem with the game.
Go
The
to your
game
class
has a
trainer.
big problem
You take
right
it.
now.
You take it to your class trainer. You go to your class trainer, who now no longer talks to you. It used to be the only way to get new spells and upgrade your current spells.
And
Now
that
it's
shit was
just an
pretty
NPC
annoying.
that just stands there. There's no purpose to class trainers anymore. It's just something that was in vanilla, and now they're just there doing nothing. But the thing is, you can give them a purpose again by making it your vendor for your utility points or whatever they're going to be. And it's like, okay, this will give you like 250 or 500 reputation with a faction of your choice. So if you wanted to grind a specific faction anywhere in the game, it would be a game-wide, anywhere, throughout
Yeah,
the
if you had a
entire, all
character,
200 levels, whatever the
I
fuck.
want my characters to be able to fucking be revered with or exalted with the Kirin Tor, because that's an entire city with vendors. But unfortunately, I usually zip through that content now.
And then also, cosmetics can also be a potential reward. But yeah, something that, like, makes
Well, as many things as
logical sense
possible. Actual
across
gear,
your
reputation,
entire account.
cosmetic.
Your entire character through every level, something that can be universally universally rewarding for your entire character, your entire account, just whatever. I would say if it's only character wide and not account wide, that's fine too. Again though, just something that incentivizes people to play better. And this is a great way. And you
To
can't
stop
say
playing like shit. Not just to play better, but to stop playing like
yeah,
shit.
and the World of Warcraft fag fans would say, "Ooh, it's not a good idea." You say
Yes, it
that,
is.
but the developers, they think it is. The developers listen to us and take our ideas and put it in the game. So whatever you think, it doesn't matter. All that matters is what the devs think, and the devs agree with us. They've agreed with us more than they have ever agreed with you, the nobody World of Warcraft fan who isn't important and doesn't really have anything to
I don't
say.
know why they would ever agree with a World of Warcraft fan. I mean, don't they want
Well,
their game to be good instead of boring, dumb bullshit?
They never have, of course. And the thing is, they still ruin the game. They've done things to ruin World of Warcraft. Again, the glyphs thing was like putting glyphs in and then taking them back
I
out.
certainly didn't come up with the idea for glyphs.
Yeah.
I never came up with that idea. That's why that was a mistake.
Yes. They need us.
And
Basically,
I actually,
you need
I
us
don't
more
know,
than we
did
need
do
you.
a video where I mentioned one of the things I had as an idea for not only improving glyphs, but improving like most of the trade skills.
Yeah, you know what? I don't
Or
know.
not glyphs. I wasn't improving glyphs. I was improving the trade skills, including inscription, and it was without bringing back glyphs either.
Well, if that's not on here, I will cash out on this and I'll go write it down. And
I don't know. Did we already mention it in another video? I don't remember.
I don't think so. I don't remember.
Well,
maybe we
if
did.
we mention it, if we already mentioned it, and we make another video talking about it again, oh well.
One of our only flaws as human beings is that our direct recall of specific things isn't very good. It's more like a generalized instinctive
That's why
recall,
we make these videos.
and it's not always right either.
It's one of the purposes of making these videos,
Yeah.
so I don't have to remember.
For human historical documentation. So, I don't know. Do you think that's good enough on that whole?
It's kind of like the It's
The
kind of like the
topic.
Grail Diary. Our
Yes,
videos are kind of like the Grail Diary.
it's like
I wrote it
I
down
wrote it
so I
down.
wouldn't have to remember.
Yes, exactly. And you know what? Henry Jones was absolutely right in doing that. So yeah, it's as far as the topic though, because that's a very good topic, is directly rewarding and incentive, because that's how you get people to do things in games. You incentivize the behavior, and so again, that's the point of this.
And this would be easy for them to do too.
Yes,
This would not be difficult. This would be
extremely.
easy.
It's extremely, extremely easy, and it would actually add an element of legitimate fun instead of the bullshit. Oh, it's fun because we died and had to start over. The faggot spreadsheet loser nerd version of fun, who doesn't actually understand what fun is. Go play a sport and crush some puss, you faggot losers. but anyways, do you think we covered this topic enough, though? I mean, there's a lot more that could ever be said about this topic, but I think we got the incentive, we got the point.
There's other ideas I could put
Yes.
forth for how I would do this, but the idea
And more
itself
rewards.
is easy to understand
Yeah,
and
it's-
it's completely sound.
Yeah, straightforward. And I think we've gone over it pretty nicely. And that's 36 minutes, so we'll leave off on that. And I'm gonna,
Alright.
I want to go make sure that especially the whole thing of letting every class tank. I want to make sure that's in there, and I'm pretty sure it's in there, but I want to make sure.
Yeah, can
And,
you write it down now or
And
something?
what was the other one you were just saying?
Improving trade skills.
Oh yeah, trade skills. Yeah,
profession.
I'm gonna go do that. So make sure unlike, share, don't comment, subscribe. Fuck, that's good pepperoni. And if you want to be verified on social media, you're not even a human being.